Hi, my name's Erica.
And I'm Kevin.
Welcome to
AIO
Whip.
Whip.
We did stitching.
We did. It's been 2 weeks. So we have 2 weeks of stitching.
2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And I have a
A couple finishes.
no. Oh yeah. But I have something that I forgot to show last time.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is it special?
Yes, it's a start.
Oh.
So
It's not that special. But I'm going to start.
It's special. Okay.
Sorry, I'd been sneezing galore here. And my nose is now running. Oh. So anyway, yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's still January.
It is still January.
The long and winding January.
At least it hasn't been, like 642 days like last
Oh,
January.
it still feels like it to me.
It's not as bad as
It's
last
been
January.
a rough January. But got stitches in.
Yep.
I touched a lot of things, but I didn't get a lot of stitches in stuff. Couple new starts for me, couple finishes for her.
Mm-hmm.
So, am I kicking things off this week?
Yeah, you're kicking stuff off.
Yeah. Look at that. I win at something at least. Okay, well, where do we leave off?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. That's where we left off. Anyway, let's
Boy, this is a real long intro.
I know, very long intro. I'm trying to think of stuff that happened, but really nothing really happened. So, I'm going to kick it off with a new start right off the bat. Started this on the 17th of January. It's the Land of the Dead by Cricklewood Crossing. I actually said the name correctly this time. Thank you, Lynn. And I don't have a before picture
because
it's a new start. But here's where I got to. And wow, does that black pop on this fabric. And this is on 32 count linen. And it's a little sassy by BeStitcMe. And I started this on the 17th. And I got all the words in. And then I stopped with the Bromcat. Or what I call the Bromcat. So Brom, you're famous there. I got a little...
It's not finished. You still need to do the top part.
Well, it's what's there. So I call it the Bromcat. It's not really the Bromcat. It's kind of more of a bandana across the forehead, but still, I call it the Brom hat. So that's that one. Off to a good start. That black just pops.
Yep.
All right.
All right, me.
Off to you.
All right. My first one was New Year's Eve Fairy. I needed to get 500 stitches for my Sammy J. Whippagories. And here it is.
Ooh.
I got farther than 500 stitches, but anyway. This is on Vintage Country Mocha linen 32 count. And this is the called for so far. Except the skin. I did the skin.
Oh, she's right. Sorry. I'm like going, that looked kind of like a mermaid to me, but.
Anyway. I did the skin.
This tail right here. Doesn't that look like a mermaid tail to you?
DMC. I think that's.
Exactly. That's why I started looking at the picture.
That's part of her wing. You didn't even get to see me because Kevin's being a jerk.
I'm not being a jerk. I'm holding up your awesome stitching here.
Winging over here. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, that I did the skin in DMC because I've seen it all.
Oh, was this the one that you had the variegated and we're like going?
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't. I don't think it looks good. So
she had striped skin.
There you go, striped skin.
Yeah.
I was not appreciative of the striped skin, so I did it in a DMC, a solid DMC.
Yep.
All right, your turn.
Okay. I pulled out Gamer Girl by Medusa Dollmaker. And yeah, well, I'm still up here in the stars. Oh, yeah. Up here in the stars. But here's where it was before. Almost forgot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did forget. Oh, well.
Here's where I'm at now. So, yeah, I got, I don't know, 300, 400 stitches in. But you can start seeing more stars now. So, we'll get there. We'll eventually get into that banner somewhere.
Sooner or later.
I don't know when, but we'll get there. All right.
All right. My next one is One Nation.
Ooh.
I thought I had 900 stitches to go, and I ended up having 1,200 stitches to go.
Yeah, 900, 1,200. Who cares?
I mean, it's okay. And it is a finish.
Hey.
So hopefully Kevin had already shown where it was before, but here it is now. All done. Go down just a tad. There you go. Isn't it pretty? I finished this whole bottom.
Look at that.
I think I probably had part of the
Well, you had
Alaska.
some stars.
And then I had to finish some of the blue in the stars.
Yeah.
But it's all done.
Cool.
I'm pretty excited. So this will go
What are you going to do with it?
in the drawer. But I got it done before the inauguration. Which I started this during the last inauguration, and I did not do a new start for this one.
Really?
Anyway, that was on 25 count Vintage Country Mocha. So far, Vintage Country Mocha has been winning.
Vintage Country Mocha.
Yep.
Your favorite and EJ's favorite and
I know.
few other people's
quite a few others.
favorite.
I think I've
Not
got quite a few of the vintage ones. I have a vintage rose and a vintage
Stormy Night.
That's
my favorite.
Yeah, I really like the feel and the
Of the even weave.
Actually, even the linen ours is good for me.
Yeah, the linen's not too bad.
Like it doesn't slide so much. I don't know. I've been enjoying it.
Okay.
All right, your turn.
Ouch.
I'll let you go now.
Okay. I also worked on Frank's family portraits. This is a nemesis. This dang thing is jinxed. I'm telling you, it's jinxed. So here's where it was before. And what you're going to see is either less or a little bit more or a combination of the two. Because I had to frog the heck out of it. But here's where I'm at. Let's put it this way.
If you recall, this is the one that he did.
I've already started over on this once. And here's where I'm at now. And I don't even know what I had in, but I had to frog about 500 stitches. I had all the hair in for the bride and had to take it all out. So I had all of her hair in there, all that black and white. I had all in. I'm down to just a little bit of the white because it was all wrong. And yeah, you can't be wrong right there. So
there's some things you can fudge. That was not really something.
That was not a fudge thing. So the first thing I couldn't fudge was the castle was off.
It was off color.
No, it was off. And then I fixed that.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm tootling along and I do the hair and all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, the hair was off. Which that means the bride was off. Which means I wouldn't be able to get Frank into the right spot. And so on and so forth. So I'm not happy with this project right now. So it's been on the naughty list.
The naughty list.
The naughty list.
All right. The next one is my Blessing Sampler, Stitcher's Resolution by Heartstring Samplery. And this is, so the Blessing Sampler, blah, 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 blah. If you start and finish in January, then you'll have a good stitch a year. And I start, and here's where it was before. Haha, I did it. I remembered.
You remembered. Awesome.
And here is where it is now. I finished.
It's a finish. Not here's where it is now. It's a finish.
Yay, it's a finish. Look at that. Woo-hoo, whoop, whoop, yee. Okay. So I did the DMC colors. And it's on Vintage Stormy Night, 32 count. Apparently that's my favorite. So I did all the DMC colors except the color and cotton, the red. I used color and cotton Vicious Trollop. So, yeah, because I wanted a variegated, so it goes dark to light to dark. Anyway, so yep. Everything else I wanted a solid color.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'm surprised you got that done, actually.
Yeah, it was a bit more than what I had anticipated for a Blessing Sampler. After I had started mine, some of my friends found, or after I made my decision, some of my friends found other ones that were, like 2,000 stitches or, But I held my guns and I said, this is the one I wanted to do. So
Yep. She worked her rear end off on that one, so
yeah, I tried to get about 250 a day, but then, I missed 5 days.
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, yeah, you had to go see the grand.
Got to go see the grandbaby. I was able to see the grandbaby.
Exactly.
Not I had to. I was able to.
Well, it's always a have to see the grandbaby. It's never a need.
Yeah. I was able to.
Okay. Next up, another new start. That's number 2 for this 2 weeks, and been talking about this one for a while. And it went back and forth on what fabric I was going to do, what floss I was going to do, what am I this, what am I that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But the Dwarven Axe by Modern Folk Embroidery. This was done by Jacob with our favorite floss tubers, Marty and the Brom. And you can see it says Marty up there. They are doing this. They're almost done with this. They are tackling.
They're doing it together.
Well,
mostly it's Brom, but
but they're doing
Morty
it together.
Did some stuff.
Yep. And awesome piece. I mean, this goes with
a lot of your
the other Modern Folk I'm doing. And I'm doing this on 40 count. Stormy Night. I think they're doing it on Stormy Night too, if I remember correctly. And let me pull up my awesome Scooby-Doo thing here. But I'm doing this with Silks for You. I believe this is 221 is the number.
I don't know, you should write that on your card.
I have it in my notes, and I don't have it on the notes on my card. But it's a red to, like red a purplish, blackish. It's not quite black, it's more purple. And I'm having a good time. So I'm going to continue across the top. And so about halfway right now. And I'll go across the top. And then I will bring that in. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in for the name. I don't know. What do you think? Since this one says Morty on there, should I put Brahma in mine just to, make it equal? But then again, I'm going to have to wait to see what they put on theirs. So
They put Morty on.
No, they haven't put anything yet.
Oh, right, because he started and then it's going up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we will see. But I don't know. I might put her last name there, I think, because it not quite equivalent because Tolkien did the Elvish language off of the Finnish language, which my last name is Finnish. It's not Dwarvish. But there's kind of a tie there. Play on words. It's still 7 degrees, right? Maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right. My next one that I want to get a finish this year is Winter White Santa. And when you see all this that's on here, and then you see what I've done, you will kind of laugh and go, nice try, Erica. Here's where it was before. And not much has changed because I was working on the Blessing Sampler. And here it is now. Can you hold that side, please?
Sure.
So, as I said, yeah. We'll see if I can, because I still have almost all of the tree, a lot of his, actually, I'm not that, yeah, I mean, there's still a lot. There's still, like, 1,600 stitches. But it's a full year, so I should be able to go. I should be able to do it. But I am halfway... a little bit more than halfway down the fabric now. See, look at that.
Hey.
So that's a good sign, right? Yep. I have one more after this.
Oh, that works out pretty good then.
I know.
All right. Last night. So today's Sunday, the 26th. Last night I pulled out Baba Yaga. And I went, I'm got a lot done on this. So here's where it was before. And I made myself a little goal for the night. So this is just a little one night stitch. And here's where it's at now. Can you hold that side?
Yep.
And I worked my way down right here, all the way to here. This is the bottom of the chart. So that was my goal, was to work down here to the bottom of the chart, because this is really tight on the Q-snap. I mean, I'm right up to the edge, and very little room for the needle.
You could change to the nerds. I know that some people have done that.
But now they got all that in, it'll fit fine in the Q-snap. But yeah.
Okay.
But that was a couple 300, 400 stitches last night on that. So forward progress is awesome progress.
Awesome sauce.
Cool beans.
So, as I told you last time, I went to see the grandbaby. And while I was at the grandbabies, I started Celtic Santa. This is on my start go. I haven't started my other start go, but I got fabric for it. But anyway, this one is Celtic Santa. This is the Scotland Santa, and this is where I got to.
Well, I know, that was kind of cool. I
I
saw
know.
the AIO Whip symbol, and I'm like,
know.
wow, when did our symbol get in there? That was not very long.
Yeah, this was probably about 60 stitches. I don't know. I don't know. Not very far.
That's the new start?
This is a new start.
Okay.
Yep. And I should be able to, I need to get to 500 stitches because that is my goal for every new stitch is 500 stitches. So I need to get to that. So you'll see that again soon.
Cool.
Before I can put it away.
But you got to get your stitches on Winter White Santa.
Yes, I have to get my stitches on Winter White Santa too. Winter White Santa was my was one of my whip goes. My other whip go was Citrus Resolution.
Okay. That's it. Final for you?
Final for me. Yep.
Okay. Well, final for me was Gone Batty by the Quaint Rose Needlearts.
I think that's upside down. There we go. Okay, that looks much better.
There we go. Okay.
Quaint Rose.
That's what I said.
Arts.
Quaint Rose Needlearts.
I know. Well, I just wanted to make sure that we accentuated the R for rose.
I had my notes backwards. But here's where it was before. And this was on hold for a little while because I forgot my color conversion. So I spent the time this morning, or actually last night after I worked on Baba Yaga, and figured out the color conversion, and here's where I'm at now. And this is on 40 count caramel medium by Colored and Cotton. And I started this in September of last year. So I got quite a bit in. So here's that, and here's my color conversion. So the only one that I'm a little, actually you can't even tell here, that's two different colors within here. You can't really tell there, and you can't really tell on mine either. But inside here, this is a little green compared to the outside. You can't even tell. When the bright light's on it, you can. So that's my stitching.
Yep. I wanted to say during our whip parade, I think it was, I was talking about our cards that we have in our back.
That one.
This is mine that I'm using right now. This is my personal one. And I decided to make a AIO Whip one. And it is, I put it as a PDF, and so then when you get it, looks like that. So if anybody wants one, put it down, let us know in the comments, and then we'll get a hold of you and we'll send it to you. Okay. Sound good?
Your responsibility, not mine.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I don't know. They're cool. I like them. I use them on everything. He made his own a little bit differently.
I made mine out with my own little dude on the top. My logo.
He wanted it bigger so that way he could put more notes, but he never does. So. And
it's on half sheets and a half sheet paper. So.
Yeah. So anyway, I had said that. I had said something about our project cards, and then I totally spaced it and forgot to say anything farther or show them.
Yep.
And now there you go.
Cool. Okay, plans. What do you got for plans?
I am planning on doing more on Winter White Santa since I have to get to my 1,000.
Okay.
I think I've got about 500. And then my other plan is to get to 500 on the Celtic Santa. This is all by the end of the month.
In the month, okay.
And it is the 26th today, so I need to get stitching. And then the other one is to get 500 stitches on my other Start Go, which is Be Thankful. And
you're trying to get that done before
I have to get
Thanksgiving?
500. No. I just need to get 500 in. But as I was telling you before, this is Vintage Country
Stormy Night.
Vintage Stormy Night. It's probably 32. I didn't even look. But yeah. So
that's a new start then, huh?
This is the new start. This is on my Start Go.
Okay. So what I didn't talk about during my review of whips was January's magazine monthly challenge. Look at tick, 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 tick. Got them all done. So in this last 2 weeks, I knocked off Gamer Girl, which was Countdown, because it has Mario in there, and Mario is a timed-based game that has a clock ticking down. So that's how I lined that one up. Dwarven Axe, which was the M in Timer, which was the acrostic for Modern Folk Embroidery. And then Land of the Dead, which has a raven in it, which was the R in Timer. So I killed off 3 of the magazine monthlies in the last 2 weeks. So the next couple, or until February, it's free time. Do what I want to do. And I've been playing with home automation and Lego and beading and all sorts of stuff. So who knows how much stitching is going to get done until February. But February's magazine monthly challenge, the theme is fabric, and the acrostic is cotton. So fabric, I have Defenders of the Sea because it is my favorite fabric. And then for C is Visit the Shire, which is Country Magic Stitch. O is Monster House because it has an octopus on it. T is Turning Leaves. The other T is Templar Prophecy. So my long dog, pulling that back out. The other O is A New Start, which is Winter Night Watcher, which just has an owl. That's an owl chart, so that's going to be a new start. And then N, okay, I say this wrong. I say Namre, and Morty said it something different. So I don't know what the correct saying is for that.
Apparently we're going to have to talk to Jacob.
I think I'm going to have Jacob do a little soundbite for me and have him pronounce it for me and just every time I want to say the word, just insert his voice. All right, so Jacob or Morty, if you hook me up, please. Maybe we can get that done. So there's my plans for February, and this is all I'm going by this year. Is this the magazine monthly? As I said, I think last time, if you see it's 1 day or 100 stitches, it's what I consider one full day, which is usually 200 to 250. But I put in a minimum of 100 because, you have those days that you
go into the office and don't really want to stitch.
You don't really want to stitch, and you probably do 30, 40 stitches. I don't consider that a full day, so I made it a minimum of 100 stitches. So, except for the theme, that's going to be 300 stitches. So.
Well, last time you did 400.
I did 400, yeah.
Because it was the
I don't know. This was out. I did 400. I had 500 as a target, but then I knocked it down to 3, and then I did 4. Of course.
Yeah. I always have a goal of 250, and then I just finish off the thread. Sometimes I add another thread.
Yeah, well, you never know. Okay, well, I think that's a wrap.
Yes.
And yes, we're Northern California, so yeah, we're safe from the fires. My hearts go out to everybody that in SoCal. I have a lot of friends that I used to work with when I worked down there and lived down there. That's been affected majorly, as in losing their houses and stuff. So it's not a good thing. We went through it 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah, during the Napa fires.
The Santa Rosa and Napa fires. So yeah, we know exactly what everybody's going through, unfortunately. But our hearts go out to you guys. Yeah. Don't know what else to say about that one. But anyway, we'll see you in a couple weeks with some updates to our stitching.
Yep.
And we'll leave you with that. So happy stitching, everybody.
Bye.
I can't talk. Bye.